Prague, a city of spires, stones, and shifting light. Feels like stepping into a place where traces of the past are woven into everyday life. Gothic towers rise above red rooftops, cobbled streets have been walked for centuries, and hidden courtyards lie tucked behind bustling squares, waiting to be discovered. Every corner tells a story, and the city's layers of history are impossible to miss. Set along the Vltava River, Prague reveals itself slowly. Bridges link its districts, castles oversee its skyline, and narrow alleys invite quiet exploration. It's a city where grand architecture and small, intimate details coexist, where a single turn can take you from a lively square into complete stillness. Prague is also a city of culture and creativity. It was home to the writer Franz Kafka, whose works are still celebrated around the world, and to the composer Antonin Dvorak, whose music echoes in concert halls to this day. The city is famous for its bohemian crystal, intricate marionettes, historic beer traditions, and even legends of alchemists working under the watchful eyes of emperors. From centuries-old clockmakers to modern art galleries, Prague feels alive with stories and artists at every turn. What makes Prague so unforgettable isn't just its landmarks, it's how the city feels to move through. The texture of stone underfoot, the echo of footsteps along narrow lanes, and the way the skyline shifts depending on where you stand all create a sense of place that is deeply rooted in history, yet vibrantly alive today. In this video, we'll take you through Prague's most iconic sites, from Charles Bridge to Prague Castle, and uncover a hidden spot that offers one of the best views in the city. Along the way, you'll get tips on the best times to visit, how to navigate like a local, and how to experience Prague in a way that feels effortless, immersive, and truly memorable. We begin at one of Prague's most iconic landmarks, Charles Bridge. Stretching across the Vltava River, this historic stone bridge has connected the old town with the lesser town since the 14th century. Commissioned by King Charles IV in 1357, it was built to replace an earlier bridge that had been destroyed by flooding. Over time, it became not just a crossing point, but a symbol of the city itself. Walking across Charles Bridge, you're surrounded by history on all sides. 30 Baroque statues line the edges, most of them added in the 17th and 18th century, each with its own story and significance. One of the most famous is the statue of St. John of Nepomuk, whose bronze plaque has been worn smooth by visitors over time, said to bring luck if touched. The experience of crossing the bridge changes depending on when you visit. Early in the morning, before the crowds arrive, the bridge feels open and atmospheric. The light is soft, the city is quieter, and you can take in the details without distraction. By midday, it becomes one of the busiest areas in Prague, filled with street musicians, artists, and tourists moving in every direction. For the best experience, arriving just after sunrise offers a completely different perspective. Not only do you avoid the crowds, but you also see the bridge as it was meant to be experienced. Calm, spacious, and deeply connected to the surrounding city. Give yourself a moment here. Stop midway across the bridge. Look out over the river and take in the view of Prague Castle rising in the distance. It's one of those moments that defines the city. From the bridge, we move uphill towards Prague Castle, one of the largest ancient castle complexes in the world. Founded in the 19th century, Prague Castle has been the seat of power for kings, emperors, and presidents for over 1,000 years. It served as the political and administrative centre of the Czech Islands, as well as a royal residence and a place for important state ceremonies and religious events. Rather than a single building, it's a vast complex of courtyards, palaces, and churches that reflect different periods of history, from Romanesque to Gothic to Baroque. As you enter the castle grounds, the scale becomes immediately apparent. Wide courtyards open up in front of you, and the architecture shifts as you move through each section. It's less like visiting a single attraction, and more like stepping into an entire district shaped by history. One of the highlights is the changing of the guard, which takes place throughout the day. The main ceremony at midday is more elaborate, drawing larger crowds, while smaller changes happen hourly. Arriving earlier in the morning allows you to explore the complex with more space and less waiting. Because of its size, it's easy to underestimate how long you'll need here. Setting aside at least a few hours is recommended, especially if you plan to visit multiple sites within the complex. Comfortable shoes are essential. The cobble paths and uphill walk can be tiring. The castle's terrace give you commanding views of Prague. Looking out across the rooftops towards the old town, you begin to understand how the city is laid out and how different areas connect. At the heart of Prague Castle stands St. Vitus Cathedral, the most important religious building in the country. Construction began in 1344 under Charles IV, who commissioned it to serve as the main cathedral of Prague, a place for royal coronations, burials, and significant religious ceremonies. It wasn't fully completed until 1929, making it a structure that spans centuries of architectural development. The result is a striking example of Gothic design, with soaring towers, intricate carvings, and stained glass windows that fill the interior with colour. From the outside, the cathedral dominates the skyline. Its spires rise sharply in the air, and the level of detail becomes more noticeable the closer you get. Inside, the atmosphere shifts completely. The vast interior, high vaulted ceilings, and filtered light create a sense of scale that's difficult to capture in photos. One of the highlights is the stained glass, particularly the window designed by artist Alphonse Mucha, which stands out for its vibrant colours and distinctive style. The cathedral is also home to the tombs of Czech kings and saints, adding another layer of historical significance. Because it's such a central attraction, lines can build quickly. Arriving early or later in the day helps avoid the busiest periods. If you're willing to climb the tower, you'll be rewarded with one of the best views over Prague, though the narrow staircase can be challenging. St. Vitus Cathedral isn't just an architectural landmark. It's a place that reflects the country's history, culture, and identity all in one space. Next, we step into the heart of Prague, Old Town Square. Dating back to the 12th century, this historic square has long been the centre of the city's social and cultural life, surrounded by colourful Baroque buildings, Gothic churches, and centuries-old townhouses. It's as if time has folded in on itself, letting you glimpse the past while standing in the present. Throughout the years, the square has been the setting for markets, celebrations, and influential historical events. It's also home to landmarks like the Church of Our Lady before Tin, whose twin Gothic spires rise sharply above the skyline, creating one of Prague's most recognisable views. Today, Old Town Square is one of the busiest parts of the city. Street performers, musicians, and cafes fill the space, creating a lively atmosphere that shifts throughout the day. Despite the crowds, it's a place worth taking your time in. Stepping slightly away from the centre or visiting earlier in the morning can make the experience feel more open and less overwhelming. For a different perspective, heading up the Old Town Hall Tower offers a sweeping view over the square and surrounding rooftops, giving you a better sense of how this historic area fits into the wider city. Just off the square, Mounted on the side of the old town hall is one of Prague's most iconic treasures, the Astronomical Clock, or Orloj. Installed in 1410, it's the third oldest astronomical clock in the world, and the oldest one still functioning today. A testament to medieval ingenuity and craftsmanship. More than a timepiece, the clock is a sophisticated instrument that tracks not just the hours, but the movement of the sun and moon, the phases of the moon, and even astronomical details such as the position of the zodiac, blurring the line between science, art, and history. Every hour, the clock springs to life in a brief but enchanting mechanical display. Figures of the 12 apostles appear in the windows above the dial, while allegoric statues representing vanity, greed, death, and lust move subtly, accompanied by the striking of the hour. The show itself lasts only a few moments, but it's steeped in tradition. For centuries, locals and visitors alike have paused to witness this miniature spectacle that connects past and present. To fully appreciate the Orloj, it's worth stepping back from the crowd to examine its intricacies. The central dial, painted in rich colours, shows the old Czech time, while golden hands indicate the modern hours. Zodiac rings rotate, and the sun and moon icons move to mirror their real-life positions in the sky. Every element is a window into the medieval understanding of the cosmos, and the artistry that went into making it. Because it's such a major attraction, the square in front of the clock fills quickly, especially during peak hours. Arriving a few minutes early or observing from a slight distance allows you to enjoy the hourly procession without feeling cramped. Even outside of showtime, taking a close look at the clock's face and the carvings around it reveals layers of history and craftsmanship that make it more than just a spectacle. It's a living piece of Prague's past. Finally, we head slightly away from the main tourist areas to one of Prague's best hidden spots, Letna Beer Garden. Located in Letna Park, just across the river from the old town, this open-air beer garden offers a very impressive view of the city. From here, you can see multiple bridges stretching across the Vltava with Prague's skyline rising beyond them. The area itself has a layered history. Letna Park has long been a place for locals to gather, relax, and enjoy the outdoors. During the 20th century, it was also a site of political significance, including the former location of a massive Stalin monument, which has since been removed. Today, the beer garden is a relaxed social space. Long wooden tables fill the area, and people gather to enjoy Czech beer, food, and the view. It feels more local than many other parts of the city, offering a different perspective on Prague's daily life. The best time to visit is in the late afternoon or early evening. As the sun begins to set, the light changes across the city, and the view becomes even more striking. It's a place to slow down, take in the surroundings, and experience Prague from a distance. Getting here involves a short walk uphill, but the view at the top makes it well worth the effort. Prague is a city that doesn't rush to impress you. It unfolds slowly. It's in the rhythm of footsteps across Charles Bridge at sunrise before the crowds arrive. It's in the contrast between the quiet streets of Malestrana and the energy of Old Town Square. It's in the details you almost miss. The faded facades, the hidden courtyards, the sound of church bells echoing across the Vltava. Beyond the landmarks, Prague carries a feeling that's hard to replicate anywhere else. Gothic spires cut into the sky, red rooftops stretch endlessly across the horizon, and every street seems to lead you somewhere unexpected. It's a place where history isn't just preserved, it's part of everyday life, woven into the architecture, the atmosphere, and the way the city moves. The best way to experience Prague is to step off the main path, even just for a moment. Wander without a plan. Take the longer route. Stop stop when something catches your eye. Whether it's a quiet viewpoint, a side street cafe, or a view back toward the castle. Those are the moments that stay with you long after you leave. If you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us which city you'd like to see next. We might feature it in an upcoming video. And when you explore Prague, take your time. Look beyond the main streets and let this city reveal its stories in its own way.